We're about to go to the hunk it. Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
Said, I'm getting married. His fiance's father said, has he been tested? His father said, so this is hell. And his other father said, now it's up to Armand.
Teaching you to act like a man.
To straighten out their act before dinner.
How do you feel about the Dolphins? 4th and 3 play on their 30-yard line with only 34 seconds to go.
How do you think I feel? Betrayed? Bewildered?
The Birdcage, a Mike Nichols film.
Wrong response?
Rated R. Starts Friday, March 8th.
Oh my God.
I wish I remembered that quote when I was watching a lot of football so I could use that. How do you think I feel? Betrayed, bewildered.
Oh, that's great. Nathan Lane, freaking killing it.
What can you say about Nathan Lane? He's absolutely freaking hysterical.
Yeah, he really is.
Movie Life Crisis, Season 6, Episode 6, 1996, The Birdcage.
It's great. I really forgot.
I completely forgot, dude. I was trying to, because I even wrote in my notes, I was like, I feel like I know I saw this, at least parts of it.
Yeah.
But like, I think when it came out, I think I would have been embarrassed to say like, dude, The Birdcage is hilarious. Be like, everyone would have just called me gay. Like even liking a movie that featured gay people was gay in those times.
Gay. So, no, that's in this time it definitely was.
Yeah, gotta keep your head on a swivel. It's like, dude, I can't laugh at a hilarious Robin Williams and Nathan Lane's owning a drag show. What's wrong with that?
Dude, and Robin Williams is in this, but Robin Williams is not the funniest part for sure, which is weird to say that about a Robin Williams movie, but
I thought, like, shout out Robin Williams for like toning it down, because he is typically the one always cranking it to 11, 12, or 13.
Yeah.
And he was like almost the straight man, no pun intended, to Nathan Lane's completely outlandish character. Or no, Nathan Lane was Albert. But
Uncle Al. Everybody needs an Uncle Al.
The Birdcage. I also didn't know how big this movie was back in the 90s, but it freaking did really well.
It was big enough for me to buy on DVD. So that means it made, a couple of bucks. That's about it. I also have Buying the Cow on DVD. It was right next to it for some reason. And I was like, I remember this movie.
Bye Bye Love. Yeah, you got some stuff.
Yeah.
Hit us with the synopsis. Gay people pretend to be straight so that Republicans are not upset.
The oldest funny thing in the world. So a gay couple who runs a drag club have to pretend to be straight when their son brings home a daughter of a conservative senator. It becomes a dinner party farce where people are preaching family values are the biggest mess in the room.
Yeah.
Kind of.
How apropos to then and also now and all the times in between.
Every time that wasn't ancient Greece has always been like this. Yeah.
The $31 million budget, I'm assuming most of that was on wigs, and $185 million gross, 6x multiplier. This movie is a smash comedy. Number 9 on the year between Nutty Professor and A Time to Kill. I don't know if we're going to get to A Time to Kill. I like that movie, but we just got a lot of stuff going on.
I like that movie too. Look, there's a guy at work I was talking to, and he was like, I haven't listened to it yet, but 96, man, that's some movies. What movies are y'all doing? He was like, I'm just going to ramble off some 96 movies that I think y'all should do. I was like, cool, dude, send them to me. And I was looking through. We had a lot of the same movies. Yeah. But dude, there's just so many. Like the list that we have so far, the list that he has, there was like 3 crossovers, and we could have done all of them. Like there's so many in this late 90s that
this year, more than any year that we've done so far, we could easily have done every week and done 50 movies and like not run out. I mean, some of them would have been not that great.
Right.
Yeah, man. Awards.
So there was an Oscar nomination for Best Art Direction.
I was gonna say, dude, the freaking costuming and the set design and the art direction, all of that shit should have been heavily awarded because it was incredible.
And you can like when you're watching it, you can tell it's Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that's most of the time. And where it was supposed to take place originally when they first got the movie and started working on it was New Orleans.
Nice.
But then they came across like the drag thing in Miami, that whole scene. Not that there's not a big drag scene in New Orleans. I've actually been to a couple of what's that one that's on St. Claude? Always,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Oh man, it was hilarious. It was like this burlesque drag show that was a history theme. And they were like, it was a guy dressed as a girl, dressed as a guy in history telling stories, and it was hilarious.
Nice.
I think it was all. Nice. So they won a SAG award for outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture. Nathan Lane and Hank Azaria were at the SAG got SAG supporting actor nominees, and then Nathan Lane and the film itself had Golden Globe nominees for the comedy/musical category.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, totally worth it. But dude, the costuming. Because it just, I mean, gay people at drag shows in the 90s and South Beach dress exactly like 20-year-olds in 2026.
Yeah.
Like loafers with no socks and like flowing pants and like gold chains. Like it's just like a mustard haircut. Ready.
I know I couldn't have pulled it off what Robin Williams was wearing, but God, it looks so comfortable. Everything was all loose and flowy, and like he's like walking up the steps and his pant legs are like flying up and then billowing down, flying up and then billowing.
Dude, it looks like he's ready for a kung fu tournament. I was just talking to my wife about this last week. I was like, it took me so long to get on board with skinny pants, and I never liked them, but now I'm just used to them, and I'm old and I don't like to change stuff. I'm like, am I buying baggy cargo pants again? Is that where we are?
Man.
Do I go back into that? Because I
get some zippers under the knees too. Yeah, like those convertibles where you just take the bottom of the pant off, make it shorts. I see the freaking
Vanderbilt kids walking around in cargo pants. I'm like, are we back? Should I do this? Like, should I tell my dad he's back in style? Because he never gave it up.
Oh, dude, I hope some of that stuff comes back. Dude,
he was Brokeback Mountain with his cargo pants. He was like, I can't quit you.
Oh man,
he was in his closet going, I'll never quit you.
Dude, I'm think about how much stuff you can carry if you have a kid, if you had cargo pants.
I already have my fanny pack that the kids brought back, so I'm fixed up
you
on
got that. Does it say Supreme, and do you wear it on an angle across the front like a seatbelt?
Yeah, I wear it crossbody sling bag. Yeah,
that's the way.
That's the way it lifts and separates.
Mine is I want to go with the leather satchel like Indiana Jones. That's what I want to carry.
Dude, I had my Indiana Jones costume that I put together for Halloween, so I actually do have one of those.
Oh, nice.
I should start. Nice. I think it was actually a binocular case that I bought at Goodwill, but it would totally work.
Why have I never seen your Indiana Jones? You got to send me a picture of that.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty good. I had the hat. The only thing I didn't have was the whip because I looked at whip prices on eBay and I was like, we're fine without the whip. If anybody asks, I'll just pull the gun out and shoot them like Harrison Ford did.
Oh, nice. Touche.
Sequels and spinoffs. This is a remake of a late 70s French film, La Cage aux Folles, which translates like literally to Cage of Birds.
Right. Isn't this more like the lineage is backwards for this one, right?
Yeah.
This is
a remake of a French film, which is a remake of a play, both from the 70s, which is this exact concept. And they just 20 years later, they just said, like, let's just do it in English.
Right. No, and it totally worked. But dude, by the way, so the 25th anniversary had a theatrical revival in 2021. June 7th and June 10th, it's playing the Fathom re-release at AMC here in Hammond. They're going to do it on the 7th and the 10th of June.
Dude, I catch podcast movies all the time in Nashville because they're always there. We're doing them 30 years, so a lot of times it's like 30 years. I've seen probably 10 of them in town because I'm like, dude, we just did that. I'm gonna go watch that movie in the theater.
It's really cool. That's really cool. So where'd you see this one? Do you remember? Like, I know you said you don't remember watching it all the way. I had it on DVD, so I've seen it, but I don't remember where I saw it first.
I don't remember. I don't remember where I saw it. I don't remember it very well. So I clearly didn't watch it a lot. So it's kind of felt like my first time, even though I'm sure it was not.
Right. Did you remember? You didn't have this. You weren't like all the DVDs. You just had certain ones.
I mean, dude,
right?
I had like an embarrassingly large number of DVDs because when I was going to college in Montana, and it was like kind of, I mean, like high speed internet was just kind of just coming around. But I didn't really like, it was cold all the time, and if I wasn't in class or in practice, I was just like sitting in my room by myself. So I would get bored, and I would just drive to freaking wherever and go buy a couple DVDs.
Right.
And they were in the like don't steal this cases that someone had to unlock with a key.
Yeah.
So yes, I did have it. Maybe it was not. I don't think I had as many DVDs as you because nobody had as many DVDs as you. But I had hundreds of like movies where it's like, why do you own this? I was like, don't worry about it. It's awesome.
It's fantastic. It's called Buying the Cow. Stop. Get off my back. Dude, the reason mine got so big is because there's like a mom and pop rental place that was going out of business when I was like working for CVS in California. And like, you remember how Blockbuster had like the shelves sections? It would go like from the top down to the bottom and then start over at the next thing. They would sell the whole shelf for $10. So they were paying me $40 a day just to eat, and I wasn't eating that much money. So I had so much money left over that I was just like, I just think I need all of these. So I was just going through and buying whole shelves of stuff. That's how I got so many random
I don't blame you at all. We also, I mean, you and I did both like make it rain at the 550 bin at Walmart. You just be like getting your whatever. For me, probably just a Walmart cart full of Totino's pizzas. And I was like, ooh, 550 bin. Let me get some of these.
Yeah.
Radio, the double disc. I need that. I don't even like that movie.
Ooh, Cooper Cutting Jr. It's Boat Trip and Radio? A double feature? I need it. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing this for the first time?
Not for the first time, but I had it on DVD because I found it because it made me watch Buying the Cow, which we're not doing. We're gonna skip that one, just so you know. I remember it being funny.
Dude, I rewatched it. a few years ago. It's not that good.
Oh, what were we thinking?
Dude, that was a movie for a very specific time, the early 2000s. We were in our early 20s, and that movie was hilarious then, and now is horrible.
I just thought it was going to be funny. It's got Jerry O'Connell, and I was just like,
It's got Ryan Reynolds. It had some funny parts, but not funny in 2026. Just funny in 2002 through 2007. Right. Where'd you rate this one?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than I remember liking it. I couldn't really find too many faults with it, even in 2026. Especially after watching like some of the people, I was going to give it a lower rating. Like, oh man, Hank Azaria can't do Agador Spartakith like that anymore. Like that's just too much. But man, watching it, he's like, hey, it's okay to laugh at that stuff back then. Now we know I couldn't make fun of an entire race of people and an entire subsection of people at once. So it's okay to laugh at the old stuff. And me hearing that over and over from all of the actors throughout the whole thing, it went from an 8 to a 9. So I'm giving it a 9. I freaking loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'd almost entirely forgotten this movie. And I was like very pleasantly surprised at how I knew it was going to be funny because I know that Nathan Lane and Robin Williams are hilarious, but I was like, dude, this movie's good. Yeah. Like it's insanely entertaining and way more relevant than I would have thought and way less stereotypical than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a lot of like problematic. It's like, I probably wouldn't make that joke anymore. But other than some of the portrayals like Hank Azaria's, which is like super stereotypical and also kind of racist, like everything else is like, dude, this is fine. This is great. Yeah. I gave it an 8.5. I said 8.5.
That's
I mean, it's runtime 2 hours, but it didn't feel long, and it's just like 3 or 4 really big set pieces, and all of them are hilarious. Everybody,
So
the
good.
cast is stupid. Robin Williams, Nathan Lane are the leads, but then Gene Hackman is the conservative senator, and freaking Hank Azaria is the gay butler, and Calista Flockhart is the freaking daughter that's getting married, and there's a bunch of like
Dude.
kind of supporting role. And Cusack is in there, and like a bunch of people where
Did
it's
you
like, I
see
recognize
how?
that guy.
What about? Did you see how old Calista Flockhart was in that movie? Because she was playing somebody who was what? She was 18, 19? She was like in her
she was
30s.
Yeah, she was 31.
Golly, that's great.
But honestly, dude, she wasn't that well known, and
Right.
because Ally McBeal is the next year, and,
Yeah.
and I believed it. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
that is the Hollywood standard. It's like, here's a 31-year-old playing a teenager.
Yeah.
Like, she just doesn't wear a lot of makeup, and she wears her hair in a ponytail, and it's fine.
She has glasses and a ponytail. She's so gross. Yeah, dude, 8.59. That's perfect. That's right in the spot for me too. I freaking I loved
This was
it
definitely
way
a
more than I
surprise.
thought I would.
It
Yeah,
was a surprise, and I kept waiting for it to be like boring or inappropriate. And I was like, dude, this is all. And even like the relationship between Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, who are gay. Nathan Lane is the drag show star attraction, and Robin Williams owns the drag bar, and they're longtime partners. Like, that could have been played for so much more comedy and way cheaper than it was. Like, you could actually tell that they were in a serious relationship, cared about each other, and sure, like Nathan Lane is super flamboyant and it's hilarious, but like, like the relationship wasn't a mockery; it was legit.
Right.
And Robin Williams played it really straight. I mean, not straight, but straight.
Dude. And you're right. Like, how hard was it for him to do that? We're totally not used to seeing it. And to have Timon come out there and just scream the whole time and Robin Williams not lose it. Like, I thought the whole part of Robin Williams was going to be the, when he's like, Twyla, or Michael Kidd, Madonna, and he just kept doing it. That's what I thought the whole thing was going to be. Because I'm picturing Robin Williams from the 90s in my head, and it really wasn't, and it was great.
And I don't know if it's like really great direction or really good editing, or maybe it's just Robin Williams deciding to play it really understated for him, which is kind of funny, because if you think anyone's going to play a flamboyant gay man, it's Robin Williams, and you're like, yeah, and he toned it down. It's like, he did what? That's a crazy choice.
Yeah.
Robin Williams is a great actor, man.
Yeah, he really was. Super funny, makes you feel stuff.
Yeah.
What a freaking shame.
Incredible mustache. First one of my favorite scenes is that one, actually. Starino won't go on. They open, it's like a drag. It's a drag show, and it's like, and Nathan Lane is Starino. He's the main attraction, and he's being a dramatic main attraction. He won't come out of the dressing room. Yeah. And he's in there like having a meltdown, and Robin Williams is the club owner, and they have to go have like a dramatic. He's like, will you get out there? And dude, there's so much about it that I loved. Like, Hank Azaria is the freaking gay Guatemalan butler, and he's like, here, take the Pirin. He's like, take the Pirin. You can have one. And you have one after the performance. And Robin Williams is like, dude, what are you doing? Don't give him drugs, or her. He calls her. Don't give her drugs. Like, what the hell is that? It was this aspirin. I scratch out the AS, and I just tell him it's pure. And he's like, you're a genius. He's like, I know.
I'm so sorry, you're a genius. And he's wearing like a mesh shirt that stops way above the belly button.
Yeah.
And cut off jeans, no shoes. Shoes make him fall down. And his Guatemalan accent. God bless.
Dude, and Robin Williams is like wearing like a big freaking billowy, like silk, like Hawaiian shirt. He's got gold chains in his freaking chest forest, and you can, and he's just going. He's like, Nathan Lane's like just refusing to go on. He's like, well, he's like, all right, tell. He tells Hank Azaria, he's like, just tell. He's like, tell whatever her name is, Chelsea. Tell Chelsea to do Starina's number. Chelsea, you wouldn't dare.
You would. Like, well, I can't. I'm so fat. I'm horrible. Nobody loves me. I'm so gross. I'm old and fat.
That's in one of my quotes.
Oh God. I love it.
And Robin Williams is like, we got a packed house down there. Half of them are Kennedys. They're all here to see Starina.
Yeah. You think I should give him something free? Yeah, give him. What did he end up giving him? A free coffee or something? Yeah, free coffee.
Yeah.
Enjoy the coffee. Stay awake. That's so, dude. Yes. And that. Speaking of that building, I don't want to put it in my scenes, but since you brought that scene, which is in the very beginning, up,
Yeah.
did you notice the opening shot?
Yeah.
So it's going over the water.
It's going over the A1A Miami Highway, like to South Beach.
And then it goes up onto the beach, over the beachfront road, zooms into the door of the club. The doors open up. It goes through the club onto the stage, turns to the guy picking up the phone saying, "Where the hell is Starina?" Like the stage manager. All in one smooth shot, which is like, that's totally a thing. Lubeski? Who's the... Hold on. I have it in my notes. Lubeski. That's his name. That's the guy who did that's the cinematographer. Dude, that's totally his thing, like making it look all as one, like Birdman with Michael Keaton, how it looks like all one tracking shot. He's very good at that. It took me a while to find out how they did it, but then this guy showed.
Because dude, it starts with a helicopter shot, and then it comes into a crane shot, and then it goes into like a Steadicam indoor shot, and he stitches them all together,
like,
so it looks
seamless.
like it's continuous.
Dude, and they do the thing where it's like the guy, they zooms in on the guy grabbing the handles on the door, and then it switches to that Steadicam, and then it's the same guy, but it's so perfect.
Yeah,
it's so seamless. Right into the club, and it sets the whole stage for that whole thing. I think, and We Are Family, Sister Sledge playing in the background.
Yeah.
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Emmanuel Lubezki, the cinematographer, by the way, won 3 straight Academy Awards for Best Cinematography in the 2010s for Gravity, and then Birdman, and then The Revenant.
Nice.
So he is like
Revenant's
legit and incredible.
Revenant's the other one that's so smooth. You can't even tell like it's separate cuts. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So
Side
cool.
note, by the way, they renamed the Florida's state road A1A, which I only knew from Vanilla Ice, A1A Beachfront Avenue.
Yeah.
They now have renamed that the Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway.
Nice. That doesn't have the same ring when you're rapping as Vanilla Ice.
You can't rap that one the same way. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was my first scene. What's dude, I was trying to figure out, because that building looked like, if that movie came out now, that establishing shot of the exterior from like the helicopter shot to the crane shot from the exterior, I would have just assumed that was CGI, because it looked like that place could not possibly be real.
Right. But it's
Carlisle, 96, so I know it actually was real.
Yeah. I think I've actually been there, because I want to say it's a hotel now. It's all up in like Bad Boys. It was in that. It was Burn Notice. They showed it a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a famous place.
Yeah, I think I've
Carlisle
been there.
Hotel. Yeah, it's on Ocean Drive. But it's just like that. Just there's like an Art Deco district on Ocean Drive, and it's the perfect place to set this movie.
God, that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that it was going to be New Orleans, but then they decided to do this. Either one would have worked, but this, it came out perfect.
Yeah.
My first scene is Armand's trying to teach Albert, Robin Williams trying to teach Nathan Lane how to act like a man. The whole John Wayne walking lesson, like try to be Butch, and he kept pulling his pinky up, and he was like,
kept slapping, his
knocking
pinky.
it down. Dude, just like, oh God, I don't know. The straight version is just another costume that he's wearing, and like, God, they just played it so well. Like he just keeps holding his hands like this, and they're always like out like that, or limped wrist. God, and they're shaking hands, and
that's my second scene. And in my notes, I call it "Let's get down to business." I'll make a man out of you. And he's like, dude, Nathan Lane's trying to. And Robin Williams is like, okay, just do this. He's like, just take some butter, and he's like, just don't. He's like, see how you're drizzling it with a spoon. He's like, just take the mustard with this. with a knife and just smear it all. Men just smear. And so Nathan Lane's got his pinky and he's like very delicate, like smearing. He's like,
pinky down.
And the toast flies away. He's like, It's like, I dropped the toast. He's like,
dude,
no, you're a man. You don't care about the toast. Just take the toast and throw it.
And he tears it. It's just like a tiny little tear of the toast. And he just, oh God. It was so good. Dude, it was so good.
Also, like, I kept thinking about Nathan Lane because in 96, Nathan Lane is not out of the closet at a time when, like, that it matters if you are in or out of the closet, and it doesn't anymore. It's like, do whatever you want. No one wants to hear about your bedroom activities. But that was like a big deal in the 90s because, like, you come out, you just tell people, and then you're out. And it's like, all right, or just whatever. So he, at the time as an actor, a closeted gay actor, which means he's pretending to be straight in his real life, playing a character who is gay, but in the movie has to pretend to be straight. I was like, that shit is giving me a headache. How did he do that?
Yeah, it's so, and dude, the fact that Robin Williams fought for him to get this role because he's like, I know he could kill it. And then Mike Nichols is the director. He said, on this thing, I want everybody to be friendly. He's like, I don't need this to be a place where if it comes out that Nathan Lane is gay, that it's going to be a problem. He's like, I want this to be happy. I wrote it down because I was reading about it. Yeah. I'm trying to find it in my thing. He was like, I want everybody to make sure that everybody's comfortable here. And it was super easy and unusually kind is the word that Nathan Lane kept using. Just a good vibes production. Like, that's what you want. You want everybody to be comfortable and happy, and that makes a better movie. And the fact that everybody there was welcoming and accepting of all that made it better for everybody. I think that's freaking great.
Well, it's also like, it's a really interesting casting what if, because originally when Mike Nichols, he and Elaine May, his comedy partner, Mike Nichols and Elaine May Nichols and May were a comedy duo from the 50s and 60s that were huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're originally thinking of Robin Williams and Steve Martin in this,
saw that.
But Robin Williams playing Nathan Lane's part and Steve Martin being the kind of straight man. And Steve Martin was like, I don't think I can really do that. And Robin Williams is like, I just did drag. I feel like I probably am good on that. And so, so then they kind of flip-flop. Robin Williams went into his role and they found Nathan Lane. And then Nathan Lane was supposed to do a Broadway show. And Mike Nichols actually convinced the producer of the Broadway show. He's like, just hold off on the show for a little bit so we can do this movie. Like, they wanted it bad enough they got a Broadway show postponed.
Well, that probably worked out better since this movie was so huge. The Broadway show probably was able to go like, hey, also we have Nathan Lane. So
yeah, because he was not. I mean, he did voice work for Lion King, but he wasn't a household name at this point in time. And this is a giant movie.
I freaking love him as Timon too.
Yeah, dude, he's incredible.
He was on this was already after. Yeah, we did Life with Mikey.
Yeah, we did Lion King a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no, Life with Mikey.
Life with Mikey. Yeah, we did.
He's in that. He's opposite of Michael J. Fox in that.
Yeah. No, he had done stuff. This was by far his biggest movie and also his biggest part.
That was in the 550 bin for sure. Life with Mikey. That was next to Buying the Cow in my collection.
Not that I don't like. I don't don't think we did Life with Mikey. Actually,
we kept talking about it though. Remember, I love that
think
song.
We did the other
Me too.
one.
What were you playing?
Love or Money.
yeah, Love or Money. That's the one we did.
That's my second scene. That's my second scene too. And when he's freaking learning how to walk like a man, and he gets up and he's like wearing clogs, and he's got his knees are touching the whole time,
and the lady's sitting next to him reading the paper at the next table. Oh, and she's dressed like an old lady from South Beach. It's great.
He's like attempting to walk like a straight man. He's like, "What, too swishy?" He's like, and Ryan Wayne's like, "Just think about John Wayne. Just try to walk think of John Wayne. Try to walk like John Wayne."
Well, all right, partner. And the end, he's like, "Actually, it's perfect. I just never knew John Wayne walked like that."
He's like, "I didn't realize that John Wayne." And then right after that, like a continuation of that same scene is the quote from the trailer that was freaking hilarious. He's like, "How about the Dolphins? Like, how'd you feel? Third and one." It's like, "How could I feel? Betrayed."
He's like, they got together and were like shaking hands all manly.
God.
And then he starts talking shit to that guy sitting down, and then he stands up and he's way tall. He's like, "No, I was talking to the man behind you. Sorry."
The physical comedy from both of them, but especially from Nathan Lane, it's so good.
His scream. I scream a lot like Homer when
Yeah.
stuff happens. I know it would be a step backwards for my entire family and it would bother the hell out of them, but I kind of want to just yell like Nathan Lane instead. It's very,
It's great.
very funny. It's very funny.
It is great. All right, what's
So
your
that
next
was your
one?
second one. My second one was Agador in his shoes that he has to wear because he's making him put on shoes.
Freaking Hank
So
Azaria.
Agador is played by Hank Azaria, and he doesn't wear shoes because the shoes make him fall down. But because he's under pressure to be really perfect for this function of
They're meeting the
new
conservative
wife's-
family of their
Right.
future in-laws, and it's freaking Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
And he's a senator, and his wife's, got a freaking shirt that buttons all the way up to the neck, like it's
all the way, dude.
So they have to de-gay the apartment and bring in like a freaking giant crucifix, and everybody's got to wear way more clothes, and like it's
Look,
ridiculous.
you like the crucifix? I traded the moose for it. They even threw in these books. I was crying. Hank Azaria was killing it.
Robin was like, "Are we crucifying someone later? What is that doing there?"
It's like on Fools Rush In when he sees it. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Dude, the part where the doorbell rings and he's gonna go, I'll get it, don't worry. And he just freaking walks forward and face plants forward and then gently walks down the steps and when he goes to open the door, slips again. Dude, I had to pause it because I was laughing. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but it was hilarious.
It's brilliant physical comedy, and I wonder if it's because like
So
Nichols and
good.
May, the writer director, if that's just an area that they were really good at, or if the actors were really good at it. But like, you just don't see that much physical comedy in movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because it's great, but it seems like the sort of thing. It's probably really hard to write into a script. So if you don't have actors and directors who want to try it, it's just hard to kind of get it done.
Yeah.
But this movie's freaking chock full of it. It's great.
It really is. And it's not even like physical comedy, like where your boy's falling down all the time, or like Chevy Chase is really good, or used to be really good at like physical comedy where he's like putting the glasses on and turns his head and they fall off. Like that kind of stuff is good. But this is like the finger up, and dude, everything about this movie was great. If you're listening to this and haven't seen it, I kind of want to watch it again all of a sudden. I don't know why. It was really good. I know I saw stuff this time that I didn't remember seeing before. I'm sure I'll see more stuff that's super funny.
Yeah, man. There's no doubt about it. So the third scene that I have, I'm sure is probably the one that you have, which is the dinner scene.
Dude,
there's this big thing because like
I did have that scene written down, but I don't. That's not my third.
So Robin Williams' son, he had like a one night stand with a woman 20 years ago, and now the son is 20 and he's getting married, and they have to meet the in-laws, and it's freaking Gene Hackman and his conservative wife, and he's a senator, and he's like begging Robin Williams, like he's like they're coming over, they're just like he's the head of the family values, whatever. Senate Majority Leader's like, we got to like de-gay the apartment. He's like, you got to change your clothes. You got to change your mannerisms. Try not to talk too much. Just like, we got to get rid of Albert, send him on vacation. And dude, it's Robin Williams. Like they're just taking stuff out of it. Everything. It's just like, it's as gay as a South Beach apartment could be in 1996.
All the statues
taking everything
have huge penises. Neptune?
Yes.
I have to take down Neptune? Are you scared?
And Robin Williams, he's like wearing a freaking double-breasted suit and a tie, and he's so Nathan Lane is very dramatic and is very upset that he's not allowed to go to the dinner because he can't even pretend to be straight, and because he comes out wearing his suit and he's like wearing pink socks, and they're like what about the? And he's like, well, one does want a bit of color.
I'm just like you. And then even in his subdued thing, he's just like, well, I'm embarrassing you, so I'll leave. Okay. Like he's just as over the top. He's just toned everything down.
And he freaking decides halfway through to just get it dressed in drag and come in and pretend to be the kid's mother. Gene Hackman has no idea. And they're really hitting it off. And Gene Hackman freaking loves the mother. He's like, she's great. She's a strong woman. She's got great values. And she's talking about how like she wants to return to the Bible. And
dude, what about when he first walks in that suit too? Like he goes to walk and he's got his hands down, but he stops and he puts them down by his side, and then he sits in that
Yeah, sits
stupid
in like little
lounge
chaise
thing
lounge thing.
yeah,
whatever
at
it
the
is.
end of the at the end of
At
the
the end of the
bed,
bed.
and his elbows slipping off. God, dude, he really is. He kills it. He kills it.
Yeah. And that scene, it was like the last 25 minutes of the movie, but it was so
Yeah.
great because there were so many bits in there, like that Nathan Lane
So many.
in drag is trying to tell the senator about how she's like, I don't mind if they kill the abortion doctors. I don't mind if they kill the women. I mean, the baby died, but it was going to die anyway. And Robin Williams is like, let's get more ice for everybody. We all need
Who
ice.
needs ice?
Like he's trying to sidetrack the conversation. Like they keep going into the kitchen where freaking Hank Azaria is cooking stuff and he's like falling over and he's like, they don't have enough shrimp and they can't find the door to the kitchen because they hung up curtains to block all the doors because it was just freaking like mosaics and shit. And so it's like an epic, like I would just see that as a 1-act play, the dinner scene there.
What about dude, what about when Gene Hackman's telling a story and it's like boring as hell and so bad. And they're all just freaking nodding off and trying so hard to focus. I didn't, was that the phone? I didn't even hear the phone because I was so enthralled with your story, Senator. Ah, man. So, dude, I wrote that scene down because it's a huge scene in the movie and everybody remembers that scene. The one I wrote down for my third one is when it all comes to a head and Albert's very upset. It's like the heart scene, you know, Robin Williams drops his volume down to normal people volume. And he gives it the emotional edge that he can do. And they're sitting at the bus stop.
Yeah.
And they're talking about palimony and he signs over. He's like, I own half of your stuff. You own half of my stuff. Like, we're fine. And dude, that part of the movie, I was like, damn, this is freaking great. It goes from being wicked funny and super physical to super emotional and really well done and heartfelt. And I freaking loved it. I love that whole reconciliation right there. Dude, Albert's sitting with his knees together and he's holding his hands like this and he's got his glasses on and there's a boat going by in the background and he's just not making eye contact with Robin Williams the whole time. Dude, I freaking loved it. They both played it so well. So well.
They killed the like palimony through line is great because it's if you made this movie now, they just want everything to be so broad and like so simple, they would have taken that out. But it gives it such a grounding, like, you know, Robin Williams owns the club, Nathan Lane's the star, they've been together for 20 years, and he's always like that. One of the things they're fighting about early on when he refuses to go on stage is like they want the palimony, and Robin Williams is like, I don't have a palimony agreement on me. He's like, but we'll get it. And
why
then,
do you
like,
taking that tone with me? Why do you have to say it like that?
He's like, I know you're running around with somebody while I'm on stage because there's white wine in the fridge, and you and I only drink red. And Robin
I don't drink the red.
I
because
switched
it has
to
tannins.
white because the red has tannins. Tannins?
I freaking love it. I love it.
So like it is such a great emotional through line. There was more stuff they could have done for comedy, and I like that they kept the
and they
wrapped,
they wrapped it up with that. That was,
and they said that Nichols and May, they said that they did a lot of rehearsing, and that like because Robin Williams and Nathan Lane are such great improvisers, they improvised a ton during the rehearsals, and so Nichols and May just said like we put that in the movie, and we wanted to kind of shoot the movie like it was a play because. Like instead of doing a million takes with a bunch of coverage, it's like we got a cinematographer who's going to capture a lot of stuff. We got great improvisers. We're going to do a ton of rehearsals, and we're going to kind of run through it. I was like, God, I love when they do that. Like not a lot of editing.
Great. Yeah.
Nathan Lane told a story on Kimmel about working with Gene Hackman from the Birdcage. He just said he's my favorite actor, and I told him every day on the Birdcage, he's like, we shot that dinner scene for like probably a week. And so every morning we would be sitting before shooting and I would just go, you know, you're my favorite actor. And just be like, and I would just ask him questions. Like, tell me about the French Connection. He's like, oh, you like the French Connection? It's just like, but dude, Nathan Lane steals this movie, but Gene Hackman is also brilliant.
Dude, I have never, like, I know that I can picture people in my head looking a certain way. Like if you said, "Hey, dude, I'm going to shave off my beard and I'm going to be in drag," I could almost picture what you would look like.
Yeah.
Seeing Gene Hackman in drag at the end of this movie, I was like, "Whoa, what the?" Like I almost didn't recognize him.
And he's like, I don't want to be the only girl not dancing.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
That's the least believable part of this movie, that a conservative senator would agree to dress in drag to escape
Right.
the drag club. He would just stay there until the whole thing, until our son died its heat death. Nathan Lane also said in the dinner, while they're waiting for the dinner to be prepared, they're like Robin Williams and the mother-in-law are playing the piano, and the freaking kids are dancing together, and then Nathan Lane in drag is dancing with Gene Hackman. Yeah. And like whatever song they're playing, I don't remember what song it was, but it was like from a musical. And Nathan Lane told a story. He's like, I improv while we were dancing. He's like, I played that in high school, and Gene Hackman, like without breaking it all, just said, I bet you were wonderful.
Yes.
Which is like the take that's in the movie. I love stories about I sprung something on somebody and they came right back and like it was perfect.
And they just kept it going. Well, that's because one of the things I wrote down, there's a part like they're in the kitchen and they're trying to pour the soup. What it ended up being, whatever it was, soup.
Yeah, I think it was soup.
And he had to hurry up and bring it out because the bowls they used had like Greek gay people having gay sex on the bowls. So he was going to try to fill it up before he could get his glasses and find it and see it. Are you sure you don't have a girl too? Because I have a girl on mine. You don't. I'm pretty sure that's a point. That scene where he goes back there and he's talking to Agador, who has a freaking fistful of shrimp still because he didn't get to put the shrimp in it yet. And Robin Williams falls down after he takes a swig of the Glenlivet or whatever it is he's swigging on. He swigs that scotch and then falls down. Well, the son, he almost breaks. Of course, Hank Azaria is not going to break. He's ice cold. He's locked in. He's Agador. So, and he's like, fuck the shrimp. And as he's running out, like all of that was made up. And they kept it in the movie because, dude, it's just like I bet it's a joy to be able to say, like, I know the cinematographer is going to get what I need. I know these guys are going to keep the story together, but also make it great. All I got to do is sit here and say, ready, 3, 2, 1, go. That sounds awesome.
I mean, I'm realizing as we're doing this episode that this is actually a really hard movie to talk about because so much of the comedy is visual. It's not from the like dialogue.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, if you can't see it, it's not us talking about it. It's not nearly as funny. Like we can see it in our heads because we just saw the movie, but like you got to go watch this because the physical bits.
You really do. You really do. Oh man.
All right, let's do quotes.
Oh yeah, let's do quotes. 2 of mine are from Agador, so I apologize ahead of time.
Okay, 2 of mine are from Nathan Lane.
What's your first
one? My first one is, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous," because I'd forgotten that was from this movie, and I feel like I've heard that said a million times.
I feel like I've heard it said in that Nathan Lane voice too.
Yeah, that exact like delivery, that exact read.
His voice is.
And when that hit, iconic. I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot that was from this movie." Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
Oh man, and that's in that opening scene where they're trying to get him to go out there and
they're trying to get Starina on stage.
Yeah, Starina. Dude, my first quote is Agador talking to Robin Williams' son, Val.
Yeah.
Val Coleman. The D is silent. The D is silent. Well, the D is silent here in America. Right. See, when we get dude, everybody trying to keep the lie going was great.
I thought you said you were visiting your parents.
Well, I did, and then they moved because you know what my father always said: live on the island, but get buried in South Beach. That's why you have all of Miami. Genius. So Agador is talking to Val, and Val's like, and put some shoes on, huh? And just like it's he's just giving information. It's not a joke. He's just saying, I never wear shoes because it makes me fall down. Like he wasn't trying to be funny. He was just saying that as information, and it was instantly hilarious to me. And then
And he
him
fell like
walking
25 times in the next 5
Dude.
minutes.
He just kept falling. They didn't look like they fit. They look like little Marco Rubio wearing the shoes that Trump just got him on the news today. And like,
Yeah.
they're just big on the back and they're like floppy and he's freaking just eating it every time he tries to take a step. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I never wear shoes. They make me fall down.
My next quote is from Robin Williams and Hank Azaria. What is Perrin? He's like, it's aspirin. I scratch off the ANS. I give it to her. He's like, that's brilliant. That he just freaking takes aspirin, scratches off the letters, and is convinced Nathan Lane's very dramatic leading drag lady that's
Over
the
the
magic
top,
pill that keeps him feeling good. And he's like parceling it out just one a day.
There is something to be said about a placebo effect like that.
Yes.
I think that's great that he figured it out. My second one is also from Agador. It's in the morning. Robin Williams is reading the art section, and he takes a sip of the coffee, and he doesn't. What's he call it? He calls it sludge or something like that.
Yeah, that's sludge.
He calls it sludge.
He gives him new coffee, and he's like, "What is this, sludge?"
And Agador is not having any part of it, and he was just like, "You don't like? I don't understand why you don't like it." And then Nathan Lane comes in. He's like, Turkish coffee. Wonderful, Agador. And he like slaps him. He's like, you see what I'm saying? Dude, that just, I know it was probably written, but it came out so natural for all three of those actors. I totally believe that it was a real thing. Like him trying something new, Robin Williams is being a jerk about it because he's stressed about the whole thing. And then Nathan Lane not knowing about the stress and just coming in and being like, Turkish coffee. Very nice, Agador. Dude, I love it.
I thought you were going to say, the quote that I thought from that was that like Robin Williams drinks the coffee. He's like, God, what is this, sludge? And Hank Azaria goes, yes, this sludge. I thought it'd make a nice change from coffee. That's Nathan Lane comes in and drinks. He's like, ooh, Turkish coffee.
Yeah. I just, dude, the way that he says Turkish coffee and then he slaps him, you see, I told you, like that feel, dude, I don't know. I just, that whole part resonated with me, how well it was portrayed.
My third quote is also from Nathan Lane. It's also from the very beginning of the movie. And he's like got his like hair all taped up and he's like wearing a freaking bra and like a silk kimono. And he's like having a meltdown. And he's like pointing at Robin Williams. He's yelling. He's like, whatever I am, he made me. I was adorable once, young and full of hope. And now look at me. I'm short, fat, insecure, middle-aged thing. And Robin Williams immediately hits back. I made you short? And it friggin' cracked me up.
I like how Robin Williams is all about trying to appease Nathan Lane. But he also doesn't like put up with the shit. Like he'll also say some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he fights back a little bit.
I like how Nathan Lane's character is so dramatic that it kind of doesn't work anymore. He's like just he's like, that's set him out of here. And Robin Williams is like, I'll go after her. He's not at all concerned that Nathan Lane's actually leaving. It's just the thing that he does all the time. God,
he took the car. He's driving home 20 miles with the emergency brake on. That's great. Yes.
Best characters, top 3 characters.
Wait, one more. My third one from
yes,
Hank Azaria is they're all 3 from Agador. I don't know why. He is he wants to be part of the show and he wants Robin Williams to do it. And he's like, you're afraid of my Guatemalanness. Guatemalanness is a great word. He's like, you're afraid of my heat. And he's like standing really close and he's like touching him with his chest when he says it. You're afraid of my Guatemalanness might be something I add to my repertoire, even though I'm not Guatemalan or look Guatemalan. I think I like it and I want to start saying it. That was my third one. They were all Hank Azaria. Dude, he was so funny to me in all of these things.
Yeah,
walking
it's
around
kind of
with
a bummer,
fistful
man,
shrimp.
because there's a bunch of other really good quotes from other characters, but it's like, dude, freaking Gene Hackman, every time he gets stressed, he's asking his wife to bring him candy. That shit was
Yeah.
cracking me up. They're having
Yeah.
conversations about, because his whatever conservative senator partner like got found freaking like had a heart attack with like a black hooker, and so there's a huge scandal, and he's
Yeah.
like talking about like all the other conservatives that he doesn't really want to partner with. And there's a bunch of hilarious stuff that happened elsewhere in this movie, but it's so hard to stay
Yeah.
away from Nathan Lane and Hank Azaria and Robin Williams.
Plus the National Enquirer, is that what it was? The
Yeah.
Enquirer? That's who was following him. That guy and his cameraman, I've seen him before.
Well, that's the guy from God, what's the freaking Gene Hackman movie in '98 with Will Smith, where like they're always spying on him from using
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. He's in that.
Yeah, yeah. He is. Yes.
And then the other guy, because I looked at their names earlier. It's like, so Grant Heslov is the guy from Enemy of the State, and then
he does a lot of stuff with George Clooney.
Does a bunch of stuff with George Clooney.
Yeah.
He's written some of the movies, and he's produced like 30 things. And then the other guy, Tom McGowan, like he was in like freaking Sleepless in Seattle, As Good as It Gets, like Modern Family, Veep.
I've seen him. Oh, Veep. That's where I probably remember.
He's in Captain Ron, obvious, one of your tops.
Oh man, top, forever top. What is God? There was something I saw him in. What's the movie where the kids go to a camp because they're super fat, or they're not super fat, but their parents think they're fat? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I want to say it's got
Heavyweights. That was last year, 95.
Heavyweights.
Yeah,
he's like a dad or a big brother or something in that.
Yeah, dude. Kenan Thompson was in that movie. It was freaking written by Judd Apatow.
Man, Heavyweights. I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, the freaking picture is just like fat kids holding up a sandwich, the poster.
Doesn't it have a guy in it? In the sandwich? Hold on.
It does.
Here it is. Dude, I want to go watch this now. I forgot about Heavyweights. I totally remember that guy in Heavyweights. Oh, that's great.
Dude, that's what, like, there's a bunch of people in this movie that don't have a ton to do where you're like, I know that person.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our top three characters. Number one for me, and it was not difficult at all, is Nathan Lane.
Yeah, Albert Coleman. Dude, he's
absolutely brilliant.
God, he freaking kills it.
He was hysterical. He's a closeted gay man playing a drag queen who has to pretend to be straight. Like, the nuance is wild, and he did such an incredible job being like a very flamboyant, very dramatic drag queen, and then also like a pretending to be straight guy.
But isn't like the thing for me for Nathan Lane is he can be wounded and vain and needy and overly theatrical, but still be completely lovable. Like he was like, that's both of our first characters we put down. Like, I know, like, I don't know. He made all of the stuff that he was doing feel real. And that's weird for me to say about a comedy, I know, but like, he killed it. This was great for me.
He's an incredible actor, man. It feels like it's weird to say that he doesn't get the respect that he deserves, because he's got 3 Tony Awards, a Laurence Olivier Award, 3 Emmy Awards, a SAG Award. He's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's in the American Theater, but it feels like he still is not as recognized as he should be.
Right.
Like but he's incredible. He's an incredible actor. He's fucking hilarious. Like I watched him talk on Colbert like a couple years ago. And just because Colbert asked him something about this movie, the Gene Hackman thing, but the whole interview, it was like stand-up comedy, the shit that he was saying.
Yeah.
He's just so, because Colbert was like, since the last time you've been on, he's like, Trump is back in office. What? Like, and dude, and then Nathan Lane does like a 2-minute monologue about the Trump Kennedy Center. He's like, he just couldn't keep his tiny little hands off of it. Who'd have thought that Trump could do more damage to the Kennedy name than RFK Jr.? He's like, I hear they're going to put up a revival of The Sound of Music from the Nazis' point of view. You don't even want to hear what their favorite things are. And you went for like 2 minutes. I was fucking rolling.
That's freaking great.
It was incredible. And I was like, God, Nathan Lane is brilliant.
He really is. What wait, was that him? No, who was on what's the movie with the Matthew Perry where he's clicking the pin?
No, that's not him. That's Oliver.
Oliver Plath.
Oliver Plath.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, dude, Nathan Lane, he killed it. His portrayal in this movie, is so funny. If you haven't watched this, that's the whole reason to watch it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean everybody's doing some incredible stuff, but Nathan Lane is like. He's worth the price of admission. He's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Who's your next?
So I put Spartacus, Agador Spartacus. Dude, he is just a freaking chaos agent. I know it's problematic now. Comedically devastating. At the time for me, I brought myself back to 96 and realized how funny this guy actually is. And dude, I can't, if you're not going to watch it for Nathan Lane, you're watching it for, Agador Spartacus, played by Hank Azaria, who is also a really, really great actor and has no problem, showing off his body, apparently.
Yeah, dude. I love Hank Azaria. That goes without saying. I didn't put this character in there just because it's by far the most stereotypical performance in the movie, and it ages the worst.
Right.
He's great. And he said, he's like, hey, I worked up a couple different versions of Agador Spartacus, and one was just like not really gay at all. He was just like a street tough who just happened to be gay.
Yeah.
He's like, and they wanted me to do this kind of more flamboyant version. He's like, both of them felt very real to me. I'm sure in 96 that was like spot on.
Right.
But that one, that's in my worst. Like it ages the worst. He's great. And it is freaking hilarious. But you do have to go like, you wouldn't do that now. You wouldn't have a straight guy being that flamboyantly, stereotypically gay.
I was going to say, you'd have to either have just accent comedy and like ethnicity as the bit. I don't know. And the queer coding or whatever you want to call it for straight mainstream audiences is not.
Dude, you can have Billy Eichner play that part because he actually is gay and he's just that flamboyant, but it's not mocking because he's part of that group.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, for sure. My second character is Robin Williams, who I thought was like incredibly understated in it, which I know cannot be easy for him.
Yeah, he plays the straight man in both senses in this one. He's my third person, dude. He's a freaking, I don't know. Like his emotional part of it, emotionally it works. He's a comedic force throughout the whole dinner scene where he's trying to keep everything together. I don't know what's not to like about him. It's wicked sad that he's dead. That's all I'm saying.
Super duper. I was looking at it. I'm like, he wins the Oscar next year in 97 for Good Will Hunting. So it's not like this is his best acting job ever, but and you look at some of his stuff where it is more, where there are emotional turns like Dead Poets Society and like,
right.
You mean like Good Morning Vietnam and stuff like that. Like it's not all like Popeye and Toys and Jumanji and whatever, Patch Adams. Like he does a bunch of those broad comedies, but like, dude, and we talk about it all the time, and we're not the only ones, but like comedy is not really appreciated by award shows. But really you can't tell me someone else deserved a Best Actor in 1992 more than he did for playing the genie in Aladdin.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. He's fantastic, and his stand up, while it's good, that's not my favorite style of stand up, where it's just everything going
like machine gun punchlines.
Right,
it's not my jam.
And in the same vein, it's like when we used to talk about, Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but what's that guy's name?
Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller. Like his stuff where you have to I don't know any of the references he just said.
You need an encyclopedia?
Yeah,
what
you
is
gotta
Kafka
look
asked?
up stuff.
Who is that?
Yeah, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but Joseph Mengelé's briefcase had I'm like, what the? Hold on, write that down. Somebody Google this. For me, when he's doing stand up, that's the whole thing. Like he's throwing out pop culture references that even if my students were the same age as me, they're not getting any. Like, dude, my students have never seen Back to the Future. How do they get pop culture references that people like Robin Williams throw out if you don't ever watch any of that stuff? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's not my kind of thing, but man, he's so good at all the things.
I never think of Robin Williams as a stand-up. I think of him mainly as a comedic actor, but I what I'm realizing is that I should really think of him as just an incredible actor. Yeah. I don't think of Tom Hanks as a comedic actor. I just think of him as an amazing actor. I should think of Robin Williams the same way.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is
Robin Williams hasn't had the longevity, both because, he committed suicide 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He didn't get to do a bunch of Spielberg movies, but he showed us that he was completely capable of doing that. Same way as Adam Sandler will do the freaking Uncut Gems and stuff like that, the Safdie brothers. Yeah. It's not funny at all. You're just dude, this guy can act. Robin Williams absolutely can do that.
Yeah. Killed it.
Also, one of my favorite stories from this movie is they're doing press, and Nathan Lane said, he's like, I wasn't out at the time. He's like, I was out to my family, and I'd been doing theater in New York for 20 years. Everyone knew who knew me knew I was gay, but there wasn't social media. And this movie was the highest profile thing I'd ever done. And I was telling my publicist, I don't know if I want to come out on the press tour. I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want that to be part of the story. I just want it to be about the work. And then he and Robin Williams kind of famously go on Oprah, and she
Oprah
just trying to out him. And she's like, aren't you worried that you're going to get typecast? And Robin Williams just jumps in, because Nathan Lane told Robin Williams, I just don't want, he's like, I'm already terrified of meeting Oprah. I don't want to have it be about my sexuality.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams interrupts Oprah and just starts doing a bit and making fun of her, and just completely derails the entire interview. And Nathan Lane
so great. I watched it
pretty recently. He's like, dude, he just protected me. He's like, just was that kind of person. He knew I didn't want that out there. I didn't want that to be a part of the story or part of the promotional tour. And he jumped in and just derailed the whole thing and protected me, because he's like that. If
anybody can derail an entire interview with even somebody like Oprah, it's Robin Williams.
Well, there's so many stories out like that about Robin Williams. Dude, Robin Williams is Christopher Reeves got paralyzed. He was in the hospital, and Robin Williams showed up and just started doing bits because they were at Juilliard together. And Christopher Reeves was just he just came in my room without any explanation and just started doing bits and just started cracking me up. And there's stories remember freaking Coco the gorilla that knew all the sign language?
Yeah.
There was one point in time in the 90s where the scientists were Coco's sad, and we're not sure why. And Robin Williams freaking showed up with Coco.
It's because they have the same chest hair and friggin' arms. What happened? What happened?
Yeah, it just crashed on a fucking.
Dude, I didn't know that about Coco. I can't wait to go look that up.
Yeah, dude. I remember that story. I was God, Robin Williams is awesome.
Yeah, way good.
So he's my second. Who's your third character?
No, that's the three. I have Agador, Albert, and Armand. The three A's. I did. Gene Hackman, I wanted to put. I wrote him down. He's awesome. All of these guys they're so good. All of them are good. Even his wife, Diane Weist. From what did I remember her from?
From freaking Footloose, and from Edward Scissorhands, and from Practical Magic, and a million things.
Dude, so good, so good. Also, by the way, real fast, I know you're going to tell me about Gene Hackman. Before I forget, the wife, or Val's real mom,
Yeah.
Baranski.
Christine Baranski.
I don't know why. I know it's not the same person.
Yeah.
Who is RFK Jr. married to? Hines.
I know you're talking
Cheryl
about.
Hines.
Yeah, Cheryl Hines.
I don't know why I get them confused.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of both look.
I can see it.
Like, I don't know why, but the whole time I'm like, of course she would run out on her. She would give up her son for 20 years. She's married to RF. Oh, wait a second. No, wait, that's not her.
No, different person.
That's not her. That's not her at all.
Also in Life with Mikey, by the way.
Was she? Why was she in that? Damn, I forgot about that.
It says Carol. I don't know who that is.
I don't remember. She was probably one of the moms.
Yeah, I remember her from Cruel Intentions.
Yes.
She's been in a million things.
There's a movie with what's the movie where Dennis Leary? Oh crap! He's like a burglar. She's in that. I don't remember what it's called. I used to like that movie. It's got the other guy who's the guy who touches kids and now can't make movies, but he was really good in the Spacey. It's got Kevin Spacey and her and
Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey, The Ref, 1994.
The Ref.
We talked about doing it. It's a Ted Demme movie, but yeah, just 94, man. It's jam packed.
Yeah, I hope we get to do Cruel Intentions. That was crazy.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Cruel Intentions when the time comes, 99 or whatever. Yeah, man. Gene Hackman. I would have thought that we, like, if you're doing a podcast about the 90s, that you would maybe be kind of not talking about Gene Hackman that much. He's doing a million movies.
Yeah,
The Firm and Wyatt Earp and Crimson Tide and Quick and the Dead and Get Shorty and Birdcage and Ants and Enemy of the State and Royal Tenenbaums. It's like, he's still going strong, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Man, God,
he is.
He's so freaking good.
He is, dude. He was great in Get Shorty. I'm so glad we did that.
Get Shorty was a delight.
That was
last year.
That was so good.
From 95. If anybody wants to go back and has not heard that, I highly recommend it. But
yeah, man. What was this? Crimson Tide. We skipped over.
Crimson Tide. We did not quite get to. Yeah, I mean, some people just never miss. Like even Unforgiven, which everyone loves, and I thought was meh. Gene Hackman was fucking great.
Right. Yeah.
Like that dude just shows up to work and is awesome.
Wait, he was in Unforgiven?
Yeah, he won the fucking Oscar.
Oh yeah, Unforgiven. You know what I was thinking of is what's the one with Sharon Stone?
Yeah, Quick and the Dead. He's in that too.
Quick and the Dead. Yeah.
He's in that too.
Oh wait,
he's the mayor of the town.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's in both. God, Gene Hackman's good.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah.
Damn. That sucks.
Writer Elaine May, the director Mike Nichols. They're a comedy duo from the 50s and 60s, and like people as iconic as like Steve Martin and Woody Allen and Seinfeld, and even people like John Mulaney cite them as like, when I was younger, this was the main comedy album that I listened to.
Right.
Like, these
I was
guys
going
were
to say,
brilliant.
dude, when you look up their stuff, I was looking some of their stuff up on YouTube to try to see if I could find it. It's just a bunch of like albums, like actual like comedy albums, like old school comedy albums, like late 50s. There was one that was like
Abbott and Costello type albums.
Right. It's it was good. Some of it's good. There's one that's something to music, and it was just them just going to town, improvising over the top of stuff. It was great. Yeah. That's what when you go look that stuff up, that's what they got. They did a really great job at putting this together, even taking it from what they took it from, the play and the other movie in the 70s. Yeah. I thought they did good. Yeah.
Worst? You got any worst?
Only that Agador can't be a thing anymore.
Yeah. Unless he's played by a flamboyant gay person who's actually gay.
Yeah. And dude, I'd like to mention again, Hank Azaria himself has said that. Same way he said it with the poo when he stopped doing a poo.
Well, there was criticism in the 90s from some critics where it's like the New York Times film critic said the film reinforces stereotypes that homosexuals are marginal, superficial creatures with disposable income and relationships that aren't as solid as heterosexual marriage. And like they said that when the movie came out in the New York Times, but also the film got a GLAAD award. So like not everyone felt that way clearly.
Right.
And it even, they even said that like this this represented a turning point for LGBTQ people, like kind of similarly to like To Wong Fu, where it's
Right.
like just
Made
kind
drag
of
okay.
centering, LGBTQ people is like, hey, there are other lifestyles here that you maybe have not seen as much in media representation,
Right.
and like that's still a good idea.
Some people where I live don't like that still.
Yeah.
They don't want to see other people represented because it makes.
I know
it
it's
feel
unfortunate that they force you to watch the movie before you. Oh no, that's prayer.
They don't. This is the thing, though. They don't want those people represented because they don't know it, and I don't. They feel like it's taking away from them being represented, and it's really not. I don't get why that's a thing. It's so like to watch people in the crowd during the drag show in the beginning and in the end, and people are just like nodding their head and laughing and like. Again, I've only been to 2 drag shows in my entire life, and one was the history thing that I went to, which again was hilarious.
There's a bunch in Nashville. They're supposed to be great.
Dude, I thought it was hilarious. And like, I didn't think of it as like, oh snap, I'm going to a drag show. This is going to be groundbreaking. I just thought of it as going to a show. Like, it's just something different. I don't know why people are like they are. It makes me upset.
It's honestly very confusing to me because it's like, I don't like that. It's like, all right, well, don't participate in that. Don't give it any money. Don't give it any attention.
No,
but like,
they got to make sure you don't participate in it too. It's starting to make me upset.
Like they're like, it's gonna mess up the kids. It's like, dude, if someone's doing damage to kids, it's typically like priests and like politicians. Like, it's not drag.
Trust me, I was an altar boy. And the answer was no, I wasn't. But I think that's because they knew I was a talker. And they were like, oh, if he's that bad at blowing out candles, then I think, freaking Berbiggle.
We're just going to move him to a parish where there's less hot kids.
Fresh meat. Freaking David Cross. What a yeah, dude, that's the only thing I had was the Agador, accent comedy, ethnicity as a bit is what I wrote down.
Old tech, that I did capture one thing. The freaking real mom is like driving in the car, and she's got the like scarf tied around her head. She's calling from the car phone, and then she hangs up, and the son tells Robin Williams, it's like, all right, she's on her way. He's like, we got to tell her not to come. He's like, well, we can't tell her not to come. She's in the car. It's like, you just got done talking to her. Car phones but like, dude, back in the day when you got done talking on the car phone, you shut that bitch down because she only had like 40 minutes a year. It's like,
don't call me back. Don't call
it's
me
like he
back.
hung up the phone and was like, we can't talk to her again. She's in the car. It's like, oh my God.
Do you think the like the whole political scandal being the plot point that causes this all to happen, do you think that's as bad as it is now? Like, I guess we'll talk about it when we talk about the 5 questions, but I put that down as old tech too, because I don't think a political scandal like that causes a whole mix up.
I don't know, man. I feel like ever since the first Trump presidency, the scandals happen so often, they've just like desensitized you. It's hard to even pay attention. It's like, he did what now? It's like, that seems right. Like, you can't before that. It was like, Obama wore a tan suit. Where do we march? And it's like, oh, Trump's bombed a school. It's like, that sounds right. What should we get for breakfast? Like, I don't I just think we've all been so desensitized to the sheer volume of scandals that come out. So I'm sure you probably,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it just doesn't seem like this would be the plot point moving forward for
it may not be it may not be the scandal, but it could totally be the conservative politician that's like up for re-election. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I couldn't believe how well this movie's plot would work entirely if you dropped it into 2026, even though you don't have to be afraid if you know gay people, but you kind of do if you're a conservative politician.
Yeah. Can you call people back on the car phone?
Yeah, dude, if you say car phone, no one's even going to know what you're talking about. Do you mean my rectangle that has all the world's knowledge?
I'm going to say car phone from here on out when I talk to my students, just until they say something.
You just tell your family, like, hey, I'm going to the store. If you guys need anything, call me on the car phone.
Here, this is what I want you to do real fast, just so you can make me feel better about my life. Can you mime you talking on the phone real quick? Just mime it with your hand. Okay, that's perfect. Because the kid did that the other day, and he was like, yeah. And I'm like, calling my mom, and I'm talking to her. I was like, are you a Secret Service person? Are you talking into your wrist?
You're going to sleep?
No, dude, I was just like, he was like, what do you want me to? So then he went like this and was holding the cell phone in his little Lego hand claw. And I was like, that's not right either. I was like, dude, you gotta fix that. Fix that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So you want to do 5 questions?
Well, so hold on. That reminds me,
Oh.
is like I got an Apple Watch and it has like a walkie-talkie feature built into it, where if other people are on the Apple Watch, you can just talk into your wrist.
You can
And I
walkie
was-
and
and
talkie?
You can walkie and talkie. And when I mime talking into my wrist, what movie did I tell people I was imitating?
Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy, 1,000%. That's not what everyone thinks you're doing. They're like, oh yeah, that's from like Spy Kids or whatever. I was like, what are you talking about, Spy Kids? I'm like, Dick Tracy, motherfuckers.
Spy Kids. What the hell?
Or whatever the fuck. But it was some movie from like 15 years ago. And I was like, Dick Tracy,
No, it's Dick
a-holes.
Tracy. Oh, yes.
All right, 5 questions. Is it okay for kids?
Call you Mr. Tracy. Dude, I would say 13. My kid's pretty mature. So I would say he would get a lot of these references and get it. It's R, but it's not like brutality or anything like that. It's like a little bit of sexual humor.
I was going to say, I don't even know why it's R. Is it just because it's a drag show? Because I don't think in 2026 it would be R.
I think it's drag and like queer humor, but I think also they say the F word more than once, other than just F the shrimp when he falls. I think that's maybe why it got an R. But fair. I'd say 13, 15, somewhere up in there, they would like this movie still.
Yeah. Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? I mean, to me, it seems like I couldn't believe how topically relevant this movie was. You'd probably change a couple little things.
Yeah, you could be more sensitive to the Agador character, like that.
I'm sure that would be like it would be trans people instead of just regular gay people doing drag shows.
Right.
But like it kind of drops right into where we are now, including the fashion. It's the exact same. Baggy pants, mustaches, like we're there.
Oh man, I want to try that.
I'm waiting for goatees to come around because I still can't do just a mustache.
I don't want. We all know how my mustache grows. There's nothing in the middle.
Yeah, the anti-Hitler.
I could make out with Hitler, and our mustaches wouldn't touch. So this has got to be a movie, though, right? You can't.
Oh yeah,
you can't. The whole like pressure cooker premise where everybody's like, you could maybe stretch it to a miniseries, but I think this has got to be a movie. I don't think.
No, man, I don't know why you would even do it.
No, movie.
This is great.
Yeah. Did you recast?
I didn't do any recasting.
I did.
This thing is led by absolute icons. I'm like, dude, I don't.
Yeah.
There's no Gene Hackmans walking around. There's no.
No, there is. I didn't read.
Lanes.
I only did Albert and Armand. For Armand, I want Jonathan Groff. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's
oh yeah.
He's the king on Hamilton, and he's like he's in a new musical where he plays Bobby Darin. He's fantastic. He's on Frozen. He's the
he's great.
He's great, and I want him as Armand because I think he could play it straight. No pun intended. And then for Albert, I want Billy Porter. Do you know who Billy Porter is?
I do know who Billy Porter is.
Billy Porter is.
I haven't seen that much stuff that I've seen him like on social media, but I haven't seen a lot of his. Like looking through his like.
There is a Cinderella remake that he did that Cece watches all the time, and it's got the singer. What's her name? Havana? Whatever the hell the name of that movie is.
Camila Cabello.
Cabela, yeah. Dude, he's freaking great. He's really great in that. That's who I want to do that. And then I was thinking, I guess I did redo Senator Keeley because I put Mark Ruffalo because he seems like, even though he's playing that, everybody knows he's friendly, and it wouldn't be. It would be an actor that is playing against the type of person he actually is. So I think that's who I went for that.
Let's getting the juices flowing. You talking about who you're casting? Because I would like to cast the senator as Rosie O'Donnell, and I want the senator to be a part of a gay couple, and I want the Armand, Robin Williams, and Nathan Lanes to be like trans drag people, and then it's gay people mad at trans people, and that way it's like not as it's just even weirder and even more fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody can get on board because everybody's mad at everybody now. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Jonathan Groff, he's fantastic. There's nothing I wouldn't like him in. and Billy Porter.
Rosie O'Donnell and Jane Lynch as the lesbian couple, where Rosie O'Donnell is a senator. Imagine how hilarious that would be.
I like me some Jane Lynch.
I think we're on to something.
I just thought of something for the wife. Do you know who Allison Janney is?
Yeah, of course I do.
I think she would be a good wife with Mark Ruffalo.
Dude, she's great.
She really is great. I think she could do that. I'm always smiling.
Yeah.
I pick her.
Yeah.
So number 5, can you still watch and enjoy this?
Dude, it's incredible. I feel like I didn't want to ask any of my gay friends before I watched it because I was like, oh, because I'm gay. But now that I have seen it, I want to be like, dude, do you guys get together and secretly watch this? Because you should if you don't, because it's absolutely fucking incredible. If you guys have like a gay only movie night, please invite me because this movie should be one that we watch.
This is the one you're watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you can definitely rewatch it. Somebody who hasn't seen it should definitely watch it.
Yeah. It's streaming a bunch of places. I didn't see it like on any of the major sites without renting it, but it's Tubi and Pluto and whatever the hell those places are. Or you can rent it.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, Tubi has it, and I pulled it up because I was at school before I got home to get to the DVD. Tubi has it, and the commercial breaks weren't bad. I mean, I only watched the first like 30 minutes at work.
Yeah.
But like in that 30 minutes, there was only one commercial break, and it was for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty clear like 1080p copy. Like it was, Tubi might be the jam. I mean, I ain't trying to do it all the time, but like in a pinch, Tubi worked out. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed. I was like changing our T-Mobile plan, and they're like, "Oh, you get Netflix with this." I was like, "I get Netflix with this?" They're like, "Yeah, with ads." I was like, "Give me any crab juice." I'm like, fucking Netflix with ads? What are you talking about?
Yeah, nobody wants ads. All right, what else?
That's it, man. We have not picked our next episode. We'll have to do that offline, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with another. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Bye, con Dios.
Bye, con Dios.